Hey guys, welcome to the Gigapals podcast, the only podcast with twice your daily allotted amount of nuts. I'm your host Andrew.
And Andrew number 2.
Yep. John.
Andy was in a cloning vat.
I mean Andrew, because
Yeah.
you're my clone. Have you ever seen Comic Book Men?
No.
Well, it's like Pawn Stars or like any of those other shows about like people running a store.
Mm-hmm.
But it's about the comic book store in Red Bank, New Jersey that Kevin Smith runs.
Oh.
And he has a podcast with his friends who run the store for him. And they tell stories and stuff. It's a pretty fun show.
That's cool.
Yeah, I feel like superheroes and shit like that. That was my take on an opening from that episode because it would start with like, "Oh, I'm Kevin Smith. And this
My name's Kevin Smith.
Welcome to Comic Book Men,
this-
the only show where something, and it's different every episode. And he introduces everybody.
What was that, Spider-Man? So Spider-Man was a big deal. I mean, you don't get better than Spider-Man.
You haven't really heard any. I haven't heard anything about Spider-Man recently. Like, what happened to him? Did he fall off?
Spider-Man?
Yeah,
Like the series, or?
yeah. Like, when's the last like Spider-Man 2, the video game for PS5?
Yeah. And then I
And
don't know. I heard Marvel's. I don't know if anything is real. I just see a random news source thing, but I heard they're trying to completely redo the MCU stuff.
oh, because they realized they fucked up when they killed all
realized
their
it's just
A-list
all goofy and
actors.
silly.
When they
I think-
killed like half of the Avengers.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think with the success of Wolverine and Deadpool, I think we're calling it like a back to basics movement for them.
What does it mean?
Meaning, I don't know. That's what the name of the article was.
Yeah.
Oh, so going.
Sorry, my cat stepped on our
Cat
laptop.
was being silly goober ball.
In case you guys didn't know, we have a cat. I have a cat.
In case you couldn't tell from the past couple podcasts, yeah, he's goofy. But yeah, so I heard they're doing and they're fired a bunch of people.
Damn.
That might not be true. That's just an article I saw, and I don't trust a lot of things on the internet anymore.
Yeah, most things on the internet are usually fake and full of bullshit.
Especially Facebook, which is quite literally taken over by AI.
It's true.
It's to the point where it's funny. I'll see old people reposting one of those army photos where they're in an airplane, and it's just the it looks like a DreamWorks movie.
Yeah, it looks like
how bad
the
it is.
most fake shit ever.
And they'll be like, let's not forget who brought us this country, and it has 1 billion shares, all from people in their 70s.
I mean, I think that's the target demographic for AI shit,
It's
honestly.
easy money, yeah.
Yeah. Take advantage of old people.
We should do that.
We should. Guys, if you want to join us in our retirement living embezzlement scheme, please donate to our Patreon.
Please buy a timeshare.
Please buy one of our timeshares at our illustrious retirement facilities.
Please donate a timeshare to give to us to scam old people with.
Yeah, so you'll buy the timeshare and then you'll give it to us. And then we'll use it to scam old people. And I guess we could give you a cut down the line at some point.
Fun idea, Andy. So you'll do the selling timeshare to the old people,
Yep.
and then I'll manage the money. So that way we can be more efficient. I do some, you do some, and it works for everyone.
Yeah, but I feel like you'd.
Well, no.
I feel like
Don't
you'd,
say that word.
I feel like you'd screw me over. I'll just mute you. I'll just mute John's part.
Shut up.
Because I'm the one who's doing all the work, yet you're the one who's managing the money.
Managing the money. That's work. Stupid. I took economics in high school.
I took it in college.
Yeah, well,
I took it in college multiple times even.
Yeah, well, I also took a Dave Ramsey course.
Who the fuck is that?
Dave Ramsey.
Saying his name again is not gonna make him any more familiar, John.
He's like a billionaire, and he teaches people how to be smart with your money.
Except
he's like one of the top like financial advisors. He used to have like a talk show and everything.
I don't think he does.
You can literally look it up.
Well, no, because what incentive would there be for him to teach other people how to become rich?
To help people get rich.
Yeah, but that means there'd be less money for him to get rich with.
Yeah, but he's like a nice dude. He's like, I don't know, not all rich people are assholes.
Well, I didn't say that. I'm just saying if you have a course to teach me how to get rich, I don't think you're teaching me the most efficient way to become rich. Because why would you let everyone else know how to become rich really fast and easy?
Well, it's not a fast and easy process is the thing. It's not like a get rich quick thing. It's like actually budget your money and like make smart choices.
God, John, next you're going to tell me to invest in a Roth IRA.
That's what Dave Ramsey says.
He would say that. Sorry, but I prefer the quick and fast approach. That's why I go to Vegas and gamble all my money away.
That's why I invested in CryptoZoo.
Have you been keeping up with that drama?
I saw some recent stuff about like funny stuff about how he's not like returning any money, or he returned a little bit.
He returned like half, but like the like half specific, that the quote unquote this is all alleged, by the way. Yeah. We're not making defamation statements here, but allegedly he like returned the quote unquote half, but it wasn't really half. It was worth a lot less than where the bulk of the money went. Yeah, like I think he returned like the money, like the tokens that people put into it, but people put all their money into the NFTs. Yeah. So most people didn't get their money back. Yeah. And then he sued the like YouTube journalist that was covering the whole thing.
Yes, yep. I can't remember like a lot of the details. I saw the video like a while ago, but yeah, it's crazy.
It's been a crazy year for YouTube drama.
Yeah, Mr. Beast.
Mr. Beast. Did you watch those videos?
I watched the 2 dog pack videos. We're waiting on the third one. It's supposed to be a juicy one. And he hasn't like said too much about it yet. I did see he reached out to Jake Weddle, who was on the second episode, and like comped him some money. But I think Jake only took like a little bit of it, just like morally. He morally took like $50K of that money. Yeah, which makes sense. The original was like 190 just to make up for like the rest of what he was supposed to make in that video. But the fact that he did that after that video went out kind of sucked, because I think he obviously knew that he went through a lot of stress during the confinement video. Yeah, he was pretty.
It sounds literally like hell.
Yeah, he was pretty open about how bad it was on him, but he didn't like do anything to make it right until after the dog pack video.
Yeah, I haven't really seen, and maybe it's just because I'm not looking, because I personally don't really like Mr. Beast or get his hype very much. But I haven't really seen like a formal statement from the Mr. Beast team.
Yeah, not yet.
Which I feel like the more you ignore something like this, the harder it's going to be for people to say like, I don't know, I feel like he had a point. Right. Like it took you way too long. Because if it wasn't, if none of this was true, then it should be really easy to prove it. Right.
I think he's going to wait because they know, he announced that there's going to be a third video. So I think he's going to wait for that. Would be the smartest move, and to cover everything at once. That way he doesn't like controverse himself trying to respond to the first two. Mm-hmm. At least I think that's what would make the most sense on his end.
What if Dogpack just kept releasing videos?
That would be awesome.
Like it just kept going.
Chessmate.
Yeah, because like I'd heard shit about like how like the Mr. Beast conglomerate is like hiring private investigators to like dig into Dogpack's life and like find out shit about him to like defame him. Like that again, this is all alleged. But like for like employees who work at Mr. Beast are saying that to Dogpack.
Yeah.
And he like Dogpack vets them and makes sure they're actually employees or former employees.
Yep. There's him and I can't remember. There's some girl who was also like posting stuff about that. How she also had people like investigators and like people that would just like make up stuff about her to like people she's close with. I can't remember her name. I saw a video on YouTube about it.
Yeah. I don't know. Like, yeah, I understand that you can make a lot of money on YouTube and stuff, and that a lot of people turn it into a business and a lifestyle and all that. But I think, like, especially like in cases similar to Mr. Beast, where it becomes more a business and less like a person making stuff, I feel like it kind of goes against like the inherent soul of YouTube.
Yeah.
I feel like YouTube is about people sharing videos and not companies sharing videos. At least I'm a purist. Maybe I just have like a very stringent ideal for what YouTube should be. But I think it should be people making the content and not fucking giant teams of people.
No, I'd agree with that. Like a business making content. I don't know, that's weird. It's used for advertising so much to advertise. Mr. Beast is advertising stuff to get more money.
Right. Well, yeah, and I feel like that's kind of part of it too. Is like at this point, especially with like the Mr. Beast conglomerate as an example, I don't think the videos are necessarily even meant to be the main thing anymore. I think that is just meant to be the advertising for like his restaurant, his candy bar, and all the other shit that he has.
Merch.
So it's not even about making content anymore. It's about using that content to get people to buy your shit.
Right.
And I don't know. As an artiste, I think that's kind of lame. TBH. Like, you have all this money to make these huge projects, and it just doesn't feel like he's really making art.
Yeah. Just tap me on the shoulder.
Oh, John, it sounds like someone's at the door. Perhaps we should go open it.
Okay.
And then there'll be gun sound effects as we get mowed down by Mr. Beast's private military for slanderous statements that we just made.
That we just made from other people that made them first.
Yeah, we're just agreeing with what other people have said, but
just wholeheartedly.
You know, I mean, we have 21 strong, beautiful, sexy, virile,
justice-led,
red-blooded
activists. That will do
subscribers
that will do our bidding.
Yeah, who will fight to the death for us and what we say and believe in, and they will in fact trust us at face value, no matter what. And I know Mr. Beast is scared of those people. Yep. He's scared of you guys. You guys should donate to our Patreon. Link in the bio.
Who does he have? Like an army of kids? We have an army of probably like 20-year-olds.
Yeah, exactly.
20, yeah.
I could probably kill 500 kids by myself.
Give me the right tools and I will...
Give me a gun with 500 rounds.
I'll build a one-man army. Give me a gun with 500 rounds. I'll unload them all on one and I'll karate chop the others.
That's funny.
Good idea for a project.
Yeah, we assembled 500 kids and one murderous psychopath.
Whichever one can last the longest
wins $100,000.
We will buy them a Tesla.
We'll donate to the hospital where all these dead kids are going.
Donate to the foundation of kids who just got shot. That's a good idea.
That is a good idea. Well, all right, John, say something else.
We went and saw David Cross a few weeks ago.
We did. He was really funny.
Yeah.
It was cool because preface this by saying he was testing out material for his new stand-up special.
Yep.
So we got to see like the prototype of his bits.
Mm-hmm. Which some of them were kind of missed, but some of them were really, really good.
But I think that's even the cooler thing. Is
Yeah.
like seeing somebody who's really funny like David Cross.
As famous as David Cross.
At
just
this
at a
little
small,
place in
Omaha.
Omaha.
Small town.
I'd say, I mean, relatively speaking to what he's probably going to be doing when he goes on the proper tour.
It was very cool to see that for I mean, I guess we saw it for free because my sister paid for everything, but
That was really cool. I want to send a thank you card to your family for letting me tag along. So send me your address later.
You're gonna send two. One for Omaha, one for.
That probably would be the best thing to do, huh?
Yeah.
Because I do want to send a thanks to your dad because that poor bastard drove us the whole way there.
I mean, he was
and
gonna
back.
do that anyway.
Yeah, but still. Especially because we slept most of the time, if not the whole time.
He was telling me he was having a really fun time listening to us talk.
Oh, yeah.
He's like, I can see why you two have a podcast.
Yeah, he got the Gigapals experience raw, unfiltered, unedited for free.
He was literally like, I could listen to you guys talk for another hour, which I guess is cool. I was like, thanks, Dad, but yeah.
Well, tell your dad to subscribe to the Patreon, or he could just give
my
you.
mom subscribed already. I'm sure.
Wait, really?
Yeah, she is.
Whoa! Well, John, now we have to put out a whole bunch of crazy new vids. John, what are your thoughts on doing a Lego Star Wars playthrough? It's on PlayStation Plus.
Andy.
So I have Lego Star Wars 2.
Do you know how long I've been waiting for you to ask that?
I figured we could do. Now, here's my idea. We have to make it a challenge run because I feel like we're both pretty good at Lego Star Wars. So I think we should do it.
It's like the one video game I'm actually good at.
With the goal of being not dying and there being some harsh, horrible punishment for when we do die.
Like we take a shot.
Yeah, we take a shot, or like we get spanked, or or like we get like I don't know, like kissed, or.
We have like a.
I do think like a shot would actually be like fun.
That would be fun. Let's do it.
All right, cool. That's added to the bucket list.
What if we kill each other? Like, what if one's
that? I think that still counts. I think that would still count. But here's the thing, John. If we go like to war with each other, we're gonna end up with alcohol poisoning. Yeah. Because I know neither of us are gonna stop. So we gotta work together.
We have to play in like increments.
Yeah. And what's even? Oh, damn it! I wish it was the complete saga. I don't know why it's only this. Like it's only the original trilogy.
Okay, check it. All right.
Okay.
So I bring my Nintendo Wii over.
Mm-hmm.
It's fully functional, still works. Because I have the complete saga on the Wii.
So does Caleb, actually, my roommate. Yeah.
Cool. Oh, he has it here?
Yeah, it's in the basement. I think we need a recording thing, like an Elgato or whatever, like a screen capture. Which I'm sure with our epic grown up jobs, where by the way, guys, we make a lot of money.
Yep.
I feel like we could go halvesies on one pretty easy.
Yeah.
I don't think it's too difficult to set up either.
Yeah. I wonder why the complete saga wouldn't be on new gen yet because like all the other ones are on there.
At least the PlayStation on PlayStation Plus Premium, like the classic catalog, they have the second one, but they don't have the complete, which does not make sense to me personally. But PlayStation Plus this month, which is ending soon, the Skywalker saga is already included. Yep. But yeah, see, like it's just
I already got that.
It's just the original trilogy.
They don't have the first one.
Yeah, I know.
Well, isn't one of them on like stream?
Maybe.
Let's see.
Phantom Menace.
I never realized how many Star Wars games there were. I was like looking through the classics catalog, and there's just like a ton of different ones.
There are, and even then they don't have all of like the really good ones.
Yeah.
Like, have you ever played Knights of the Old Republic?
I played a little bit, yo. Force Unleashed, like
Force Unleashed is awesome.
You cannot beat Force Unleashed.
It is really good.
Or Battlefront, like actual Battlefront.
Yeah, the OGs. I like Battlefront.
Like the new one.
Like the new one. The new
old
like
one.
The one that came out in like 2014 or whatever.
Yeah.
That one I thought was okay. Like the gameplay was kind of boring because it didn't really have much going on, but it was like one of the most authentic like Star Wars experiences I think you could have gotten.
Yeah.
Like the sound effects, the graphic, like all of that was top notch.
Mm-hmm.
It's just the game itself was boring. And then I think Battlefront 2, after it got like the update, was fantastic. I don't really like the card mechanic, especially because like some of them are just like your blaster does more damage, which is kind of like unfair. Because like if you don't pump money to get your Star Wars battle crate, then you're not going to get the cool upgrades that make you win easier.
Which is kind of the pretty well known for EA in general.
Right? Yeah, EA is. They've literally been voted like the worst company just in general.
Just seeing like some of their statements and stuff. Yeah.
I think that the problem is, especially with like EA, is because they have the exclusive rights to like the NFL and stuff.
They have some of the most sold games.
Yeah, they're never gonna run out of money because they're always gonna be able to pump a new Madden out every year. It's the same thing with Take-Two. Like Take-Two itself, who owns like Rockstar and a bunch of other developers.
Yeah.
Take-Two sucks. Like they're pretty much as bad.
Mm-hmm.
But they also own the exclusive rights to like the NBA, so they can always pump out a 2K game.
Yeah.
And then they got multiple studios that make bangers like Red Dead 2 and GTA 5.
Which are good games.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they're good games. They're made by good studios too. So it's like yeah. I think in general publishers are usually pretty shitty.
Yeah.
I think most of it has to come down with the fact that they don't actually make anything. They just tell other people what to do and then give them like an absurd deadline and then make sure that they can't actually make what they want to make.
Yeah.
Because
probably the reason for a lot of downfall lately.
Yeah.
I forgot to unravel this cord, so
you gotta lean over and break your spine.
Yeah, I haven't played the classic collection for a while.
I actually downloaded because I've been going through like a whole bunch of games that I have a lot of nostalgia for.
Yeah.
Like I actually got the platinum trophy for Jak and Daxter: The Precursor Legacy in 2 days.
That's cool.
I think like probably in less than 8 hours.
Really?
It's really not a difficult trophy. All you gotta do is get like all the collectibles.
Yeah.
And it's not a hard game. But it's like one of my favorite games from my childhood. I've probably played it 100 times and beaten it 100% most of those times.
Yeah.
And now I'm in the process of trying to 100% complete and get the platinum trophy for Sly Cooper 1 and then Jak 2. Jak 2 is a little harder because the only trophies I have left are for collectibles, but they're a lot rarer because Jak 2 is more like GTA than it is like Banjo and Kazooie.
Yeah.
And then I had never gotten past like the first level in Sly Cooper because when I got the game I was a little baby poo-poo head kid and I couldn't play games.
Stupid idiot, yeah.
Yeah. But now I'm kicking its ass.
That's cool.
Yep.
I've never been super into like 100% completing games.
I only really do it for games that I want to do it for, like games that I like enough where it's like not a chore to do it.
Yeah.
Like with Jack and Daxter, for example, it's a game that I already love dearly. So like exploring every nook and cranny and grabbing every little collectible was already something I was going to do anyway.
Right.
It just so happened the platinum trophy was for getting everything. Ones that are like more obscure, like Armored Core 6. I mean, I literally waited like a decade for that game to come out.
Right.
And I think I beat my first playthrough in like 30 hours. I have like 150 in it now.
Wow.
I've beaten the game 6 times. Like I've gone through the story 6 times. I even deleted my save file and started over from scratch just so I could beat it again without any of the upgrades and stuff.
That's cool.
And then I probably spent like another 50 hours doing PvP. Like Fallout. I got the platinum for Fallout 3 and Fallout 4. Fallout 4 was probably one of the harder ones to get because there was a trophy involving like getting settlement happiness to 100%. I kind of had to cheese it.
Yeah.
But I ended up doing it. But yeah, for the most part, like I'll usually just play the game. And then when I'm done playing it, I'm done.
Yeah.
I don't usually...
I'll like go through the story and then like a couple years later I might go through the story again, but that's about as far as I go.
Yeah. Especially because sometimes they're just fucking impossible. Like some of them are so hard and annoying.
Yeah.
I really don't want to do. Spider-Man. Spider-Man's a good example of another one that's pretty easy to platinum.
Yeah.
But you kind of have to go, like you have to do all the challenges and get like 3 stars on stuff.
So Spider-Man has mostly collectibles, but then there's also like pretty obscure ones. Like I got one I found by accident by running the bases. At, like, one of the fields.
Yeah. Some of the like the fun
weird
ones,
stuff like that. Yeah. Which I think is cool that they do that, and that's probably easy enough where you can just like look them up and do them really quick, and they're not like super challenging.
Yeah. Have you ever played Ghost of Tsushima?
I started it. I'm not great at combat games like that though.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Were you playing it on the easiest difficulty?
Exactly.
Wait, really?
Yeah.
It's kind of like Spider-Man,
Kind of.
except you're not like you're not as flingy.
Mm-hmm.
Did you ever play the
can't,
Batman Arkham games?
No.
We should play those
Yeah.
because those are good.
I'm not much of a long time gamer.
Yeah,
as
you're
most
pretty
people tend to be.
recent. I've been playing games for literally as long as I can remember. So
My first console was the Wii, so they're kind of more like kid-friendly games.
I feel like
And then like I didn't get like anything else for a while.
everybody had a Wii except for me. I did not have a Wii growing up.
You didn't have a Wii when you were a Wii.
When I was a Wii,
little me.
yeah, I did end up getting a DS, but I think like the most like mainline DS game we got was like Nintendogs.
Yeah.
I had like the Assassin's Creed game. We had Scribblenauts, which I thought was really fun.
Wait, no.
And Cooking Mama, but
Yeah.
like I never owned like a Pokemon game or a Mario game or like any like the big
Yeah.
Nintendo
I
brands.
never got into Pokemon, but we at least had Mario Kart and like Mario Party.
Oh shit, I forgot. I did have a Switch for a while.
Yeah.
So that was my first Nintendo console.
Yeah.
No, wait. Back in the day, my dad bought a GameCube. We had a GameCube for a little bit.
Spiffy.
There's an anime we used to watch together. It was called Zoids, and it's kind of like Mobile Suit Gundam, except it's not. But for the sake of people who don't understand, it basically is like that. But instead of human robots, they're like animal robots.
Oh,
So they're like a tiger or a lion instead of a guy with a gun.
Yep.
And he used to build the models. And there was a game on the GameCube. And I'm pretty sure he bought the GameCube just so he could play that game.
Yeah.
Because I remember it came with Metroid Prime. I tried playing the first level and it scared me. So I didn't play it. I got spooked really easy as a child.
It's a freaky looking game.
Have you ever
like 3D.
Have you ever played Manhunt?
I have not played.
Oh, we need
a
to
lot of
play
these.
that. We need to play that, John.
Like
John, we're actually gonna play that just a little bit tonight.
I Haven't played a lot of games. So we had like the same 5 games, and I'd play those just like constantly. And then we didn't get any new consoles for like years, and by that point, like we didn't really spend money on stuff.
I played a lot of the same games, and then a bunch of shit happened. And by the time I got the chance to play them again, I was like, damn, I was a stupid. So imagine you're 10 years old and you're like replaying like Lego Star Wars, and you're like, damn, I was a stupid ass 4-year-old. Like, how the fuck did I not know how to do this puzzle?
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck's wrong with me? And then I do that like over and over my entire life.
Like that when playing games.
Like, there's just certain shit where like I'll be like, how the fuck did I not beat this when I was a kid? But then I also get that sense of just supreme satisfaction from like overcoming a thing that made me cry when I was a kid.
Mm-hmm. No, I get that.
Yeah.
I got that for Mario Galaxy.
Oh.
So we never owned Mario Galaxy, but whenever we go to my grandma's, they had a Wii, and I'd play it there. And like, it was so easy babysitting me because they just like turned that on and didn't have to do any work.
Yeah.
But I played that forever and like got stuck on a level, and I don't think I ever went to their house again, so I never got to like have that closure. And then it released for like the classic collection on the Switch. I got to play it again.
Mario Galaxy. I will say this. I'm not a big Nintendo fan.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think that they do enough with their hardware.
Yeah, they tend to go more gimmicky than like performance.
Yeah. And
which is fun. Like,
it's like, cool. Like the Switch is cool.
They do some. They've always been like that, where they have like fun ways of doing things.
Mm-hmm. But I feel like they could be. I don't know. I just don't like them because they're popular. I think.
Yeah.
But, because they make good games. Like they just do.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like as much I could hate them all I want, but like Super Mario Galaxy slaps, Mario Odyssey slaps, Breath of the Wild slaps. Mm-hmm. Like it's very rare that they release a dud. Like the worst that they could usually do is like, yeah, it's like a good game.
Yeah.
And that's kind of insane that their batting record is like it's just bangers.
They have a good creative team.
Even the games that like don't do well when they launch, like after the fact,
yeah,
they turn into cult classics, or like everyone just realizes that they were wrong.
Yeah, and they have good variety with like they don't just re-release like Halo every year. They make Mario, then they make like Super Mario Party, Mario Kart. They have like the mainline Mario, they have 3D World Mario. Like they have a bunch of like ongoing series that are really good.
Well, yeah, and then on top of that, like their different series kind of tackle the different niches. Like Mario couldn't really do like a first person shooter, but Metroid could.
Yep.
And Metroid does. Like Mario wouldn't do like a hack and slash adventure, but The Legend of Zelda does.
Yep.
Like they cover like everything they could want to cover perfectly.
Yeah.
And then even stretching out into the subgenres like Mario Party.
We're getting the RPG soon.
Yeah, yeah.
Man, I was gonna sell my Switch, but now I'm thinking about all this now, and I'm like, man, do I really wanna?
Well, you should probably sell it so you can get the Switch too, because that's gonna be coming out soon.
If it does. They've been hinting at crap for the past like 5 years.
I think that might be my biggest issue. Except the problem is the Switch is just like such a perfect, like why as a thing to use. Yeah, like
are still buying it like crazy.
If you're not gonna make like any, because they don't really do a new console unless they want to. I feel like like they came out the Wii because they had to, because the GameCube sold super poorly. Yeah. And then, I mean, the Wii lasted for a while.
Yep.
And then they came out the Wii U because they had the idea for the gamepad.
Yep.
And then that did kind of well, but not as well.
It was kind of just re-releasing the Wii, but with a new controller.
Yeah, and then they came out with the Switch, and it's like they literally don't have to.
Now for the Switch 2, I've heard a lot of like the only things is really like you get scared. They're gonna like put a new like NVIDIA chip, I think, in it to make it run way better. I think that's like the only thing I've really seen about like the upgraded Switch 2.
Yeah.
Maybe like full like a better resolution.
Like kind of like the OLED. How that was like an upgrade visually.
Upgrade visually, but like instead of like 720p max, like make it a 1080 or 2K or something. I think that's just what I remember hearing from like when they're announcing leaks like a while ago.
And all
like
that
nothing design wise is really changing, and they don't really re-release stuff for design.
I think I'd be okay, and I think like most people would be okay. I think most people just want that.
Yeah.
Too. I think they just want a more powerful Switch.
I would definitely want that, but they just don't do that enough.
Yeah,
where, like,
I don't. I think there is going to be like a big switch with the Switch. They're going to do something cheeky with it.
Yeah. I hope they do.
As long as it's good.
Yeah.
It's kind of hard to top the Switch.
Mm-hmm.
Really put themselves in a corner, huh? Oh, I got a new book. My grandma, it was my birthday earlier this month. I won't say when. But my grandma gave me a gift card to Barnes and Noble. I got a little notebook. And then I got that book. For all the people who want to know what the book is, it's called Filter World: How Algorithms Flattened Culture by Mike Chiaka. I haven't gotten really deep into it yet because I don't have a lot of time to read or do anything really. But the idea of like algorithms and internet affecting culture has been on my mind for a very long time. I think about that a lot. 'Cause like I feel like the internet has kind of fucked up the way culture works traditionally because it's erased a lot of the barriers. I feel like imagine you wanted to be a punk kid. If you want to be a punk kid in the 90s, you had to like go out and search for that. You had to go to like the fucking music stores and find the punk CDs and listen to them and go to the store to buy the punk things. But now if you listen to like a punk album on Spotify, you're going to start getting recommended more punk stuff on like Instagram and Facebook and like Amazon and all that shit. And like this culture, and especially like in the case of punk for this example, which is like heavily like anti-capitalist, anti-authoritarian, anti-specifically kind of shit like this. Like you get introduced to stuff, I think, in an ingenuine way because like you get kind of pulled along to it by just brushing up against it.
Yeah.
Another example, the alt-right pipeline. You know, you watch a couple YouTube shorts with like Ben Shapiro and like Jordan Peterson, and then you just get down this rabbit hole, and eventually like you just get funneled into like Nazi propaganda and like fascist stuff too.
Yeah, I do like when it kind of forces you in one direction with algorithms. I'm someone who tries to see both sides of things if it's available, but it's kind of hard to when getting fed like only one side.
Yeah, because the algorithm is just going to give you stuff that it thinks will keep you on the platform.
It's going to make me lean more towards that way because that's all I'm seeing and how one side's bad.
You don't get the option to get the other side.
Could you ever see yourself just like quitting internet? Like just still do games and like stuff, but like just not go on Instagram or TikTok? It's kind of very, very addictive.
I've thought about it.
I want to get rid of Facebook.
Facebook, I already got rid of Facebook. I don't ever check Facebook or anything. Like sometimes I'll look up stuff on the marketplace.
Yeah.
Like especially if I'm like looking to like buy a car or whatever.
I'll look at Marketplace. I'll like sometimes keep in touch with some. I don't know, like there's some relatives, but I don't really like care much about
Right.
keeping up with them. I'll probably like Messenger would be something to keep.
Mm-hmm. And yeah, like you can keep Messenger without having Facebook.
Right.
But yeah, like I got rid of that one. The other ones are kind of harder because I like looking at memes and sharing
Instagram
memes with
Reels,
my friends. But I do think it'd probably just be genuinely better if I didn't have that stuff.
Yeah.
There's so much time on your phone, not really doing anything. I'm also not somebody who believes that like you can waste your time though. Like I don't think time is a resource that can be wasted because it doesn't really like it's all made up. So how if you think it was a waste of time, then it was probably a waste of time, but only because you're the one who used that time to do something you regretted.
Yeah.
So like I don't really ever regret fucking around on my phone, but it's also not something I'm extremely proud of. Like I definitely could have been more.
So not quite the wording of waste of time, but just that you regret using that time poorly.
Yeah, like there's definitely things I could have better used that time doing that I didn't. And you know, even going like if I quit today, I would definitely become a more efficient person who gets more shit done, but
Yeah.
I also think it fucks with your attention span because it's just such short form content. You don't really have time to form a thought on it.
Yeah.
To balance that out, I watch 8-hour YouTube videos. But the problem is my attention span's so short, I have to watch them 10 times and only pick up like 5 minutes.
I have to watch them with Subway servers below it.
Yeah, I cannot watch anything without Subway servers.
We had to request Deadpool at the theater. That they like put their phone over the projector because that's how that works, and then play that.
Yeah. We even got a little bonus cutscene
Yeah.
from Deadpool. He made a little joke about it, calling us a bunch of stupid fucking losers.
Yeah.
It's pretty funny.
I'm trying to decide if I want to watch that again in theaters or if I just want to wait till it goes on streaming. Because I want to watch it again sometime soon.
I think I'd be down to watch it again. I thought there's some spots where like the plot was we also saw Deadpool and Wolverine, if you didn't know, as spoilers, maybe.
Yeah.
But just in case, spoilers.
Spoilers. Okay, go.
I thought there was some spots where like the plot like really slowed down. So like sometimes stuff would be like moving pretty fast and then it just stop for like an extended amount of time.
Yeah.
But other than that, I thought it was like a great movie.
Yeah. They knew what they were doing with staying accurate with like cool references to all the different universes. Still funny, yeah.
I feel like the other thing, and this is circling back to like our Mr. Beast discussion, I feel like there's like genuine passion for the movie.
Yeah.
Because like I've seen interviews with Channing Tatum, and like he always wanted to play as Gambit.
Yeah.
And I bet like all the other people who came back to reprise their roles and stuff, I feel like a part of them wanted to keep playing that character, or at least had some pride in that character. And like this movie gave them a chance to step into those shoes again. Because here's the interesting thing. I was talking to my dad about it because he saw it too.
Yeah.
And he was really surprised that Wesley Snipes showed up in it. Because I guess Ryan Reynolds played like the main bad guy in Blade 3. And like they did not get along at all.
Yeah.
So the fact that like they came back for this movie is like kind of like cool.
Yeah, that's cool. I rewatched. I was at least showing my mom like one of the end credit scenes from 2 when he like goes back and fixes the universe, just because I thought it was funny and she should watch it. And I noticed that when he's fixing the origins past, and it's him. He does the funny thing where he shoots him like 50 times, and he's like, someday in the future, like I'll ask you to join me or something like that. I'm like, no way. Like they had this planned, like, well, not like maybe not planned, but they were like joking about it then. But like, I don't know. I thought it was funny, especially after seeing the movie.
I think it's a movie that has a soul,
Yeah.
which you don't see in Hollywood a lot.
Yeah. No, they're having a blast with it and pushing to make people happy with it.
I think
Like
Ryan Reynolds is
Borderlands.
just that. He's just one of those guys.
He's just cool.
I can't. Like, I could understand people maybe saying that, like, he's kind of like boring in air quotes, or like not like he's not avant-garde enough or whatever, you know, like he's not fucking weird.
No.
Like he's like, I don't know, not to like, he's kind of like us though, you know, like he's just like a cool chill guy who like makes jokes and like has fun and, you know, has a beautiful wife and and lovely children, I'm sure.
He owns a
soccer team, right?
owns a soccer team. I think they probably have about
Does he still
every
own?
celebrity
Does he
has
still own like Mint Mobile, or did he sell it to Teen Mobile?
I can never tell because he said he sold it, but he's still in the ads and stuff. Probably smart to do.
Yeah.
But he's probably still somewhat connected. But I mean, every celebrity has an alcohol brand now. I think they have an alcohol brand.
Yeah, they
But
got.
he's just
I think
pretty
it's
successful.
Aviator.
Yep. I think the only... Who was it? Who's the guy that was in the first two Deadpool movies? He was like the bar guy. He's a comedian. Big glasses. Kind of has a squeakier voice. You know what I'm talking about?
Danny DeVito.
No. What?
Doesn't he wear glasses?
Yeah.
Okay.
He's not in the first
like
two
a little
Deadpool
guy.
movies.
John, do you want to know something? My ass did not watch the first two Deadpool movies.
You lied when I asked
I
you.
did lie when you asked me.
What's wrong?
I figured it wouldn't come up in the movie, and guess what? I was kind of right. Like I feel like I lost nothing by not watching the first two.
That's true. But just like, I don't know, they're good movies and like it.
Well, I'm definitely gonna watch them now because
Yeah.
because I'm sure that they're as good at least. Maybe, I don't know. But yeah, I just made that up so that you wouldn't be like disappointed with me or something.
Deadpool. Weasels. TJ Miller.
Ah, yes.
Have you heard about his like controversy with Ryan?
Mm-mm.
He said like there's something on the set of Deadpool 2 where like he was like doing something in character, but like the cameras weren't going, and he like hurt his feelings. And he's like, "Yeah, I'm never gonna work with him again." And it was just like a weird like. Then he started going how he's like, oh yeah, he's just like so full of himself and like all this stuff. But I think it's because like he's a comedian and Ryan's also funny, but I don't know, success stuff. I think there's something internal because I haven't heard like anything about anyone else about him being a dick like that.
Yeah.
I'm sure he has an ego just because he's very successful right now, especially.
Mm-hmm.
But
I think probably
like
all famous people have a little bit of an ego. People will literally like worship you.
yeah. Yeah. Yeah, Ryan's cool.
I'm cool maintaining our underground success. Maybe like I don't know, 200,000 subscribers.
Well, I have a big ego just because of how much I've like done for this channel and like how successful I've made it.
Yeah, okay.
And like Andy, you kind of that one time you were like making fun of me that one time on the channel, and like I don't know, you kind of have a big head about this stuff, and I'm you know. I don't know if we'll ever work together again.
Well, John, rubs big head. You're damn right about one thing.
Rubs the veins on my forehead to stimulate my brain cells.
Make sure there's blood still flowing. Pops one.
Licks fingers. Let me get one thing straight. Pal.
Let me get one thing. Never mind. Well, I don't got nothing else if you don't got nothing else.
Yeah, I'm done.
Cool. If you like this episode of the podcast,
go comment on Mr. Buse.
No.
Go like my video or subscribe.
Yeah, I guess that's good enough. Till next time, guys.
See ya, bros.
Hasta la vista.